Well done, everyone. Thank you very much. At this point, we've got a little bit of time left, so we're going to open the floor for questions. If anyone wants to ask anyone.
Questions get free comics.
There you go.
What's your
favourite brand of chocolates?
They've got to be better questions.
I can answer that.
There's one you got right.
You're wrong. It'd be dangerous.
I can answer it. I'm not going to tell you.
It'd be dangerous if we did a comic convention panel with just 3 or 4 answers from us.
All right, Rob. I'll start it off. How does it feel to be the new writer on Dark
Very exciting and slightly intimidating at the same time, because within the space of the announcement being made this week, my Twitter feed went absolutely crazy. I got 1 death threat, and I had 2 emails of people telling me they didn't like what I was going to do with the character. Yes, that's what I thought. I was interested to find out what I did have in mind. No, I'm really excited. And,
were you making notes?
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, it's kind of an eye-opener. It's the first time I've had an ongoing series of Marvel, and the level of attention immediately just kind of went shook, and I had to go and have to sit down for 5 minutes and try and cope with it or remember this all the job. But yeah, no, it's really exciting.
And is the artist been announced for that as well?
No. No. Because I was told that it might be for a certain person at this point. So, such are the concrete plans that Marvel have in place for this title. But it could change at any given moment.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I'm clear that.
Okay, brilliant.
That may change again in the next week.
Hopefully not. Anyone, any other questions?
Yeah, what do you all think about Kapow? If you're aware of Kapow? Mark Miller's saying he's making the British SDCC event.
Well, I'm going, so I really like it. Always one of the chosen ones.
I'm not, because I'm going to Barcelona instead.
I think you win that.
Yes.
I'm going to Egypt if it's safe.
Free comics.
That's Libya.
So basically,
I think we can comment on that in about 5 years' time, because it's got to start off small.
Yeah.
It always has to. You can't expect him to assemble something the size of San Diego instantly. But I think with Mark's connections, it's going to be interesting. That's for sure. Yeah, the proof will be in the pudding after April. Really.
It must be said though, I also really like the MCM Expo, which is kind of in the same ballpark.
I've never been to that.
And you know, I think there's room for both. Why not?
They don't at the moment, but they're having a little bit of a clash.
Really?
I think it's just kind of made MCM Expo raise their game a little bit more. You know, they're trying to promote themselves a little bit more now.
They're also very different conventions. Mark Miller is Mark Miller, and he's going to have it as a party for all his friends and people, and it will be very much the convention he wants. MCM is very different. It's a much more eclectic sort of convention, and there's room for lots of different types of creators and types of media. And I think they're going to be very separate. But I agree with Charlie. I think let's see where it is in a few years' time, and it'll be whatever it is. It'll find its place in the convention calendar. I think then.
I think the thing is, sorry, that, you know, one thing Mark Miller's fantastic at is hyperbole, and just the fact that you're asking this question in a convention in Cardiff about it is all. He's very good at getting, you know, pulling attention into these things. You can make an argument for the fact that that's very healthy. If people are talking about it, people will go, and people will probably go to the expo as well. Call me Kapow, is he going to get sued by Rob Liefeld? Yes!
I think at this point, anyone can get sued by Rob
Liefeld.
Liefeld.
Punched by Liefeld's tiny fist.
And smack. And any other onomatopoeia convention.
I'd only go to about 3 of those. There's one of those that I don't think I'd ever go to.
The whack convention.
It's the best! Oh, is that what you said?
Don't worry, Paul, I had the same thing.
Just us?
You back in the day.
Okay, have we got any other questions?
I'm assuming that at some point in everyone's career there's a point where you've gone, is it really worth it? What has pulled you through it? What's kept you going?
I can answer that. It was when I was stuck in Bristol for 2 hours stationary last night, Stuart. Picking up 10
The one thing you've done for the book. Come on.
I'm texting Rob Leafield.
Bring it, tiny little fists.
Yeah, that was my dark moment of the soul just last night.
Does anyone else want to bear their soul? Is that right now for you?
Well,
Yes. I don't know, well, if you believe in it, you keep doing it. You get enough doors shut in your face over the years, and everyone does, but you just keep going. I guess that's the test, isn't it? You know, if you love doing it that much and you enjoy it that much, you'll just keep trying. But
yeah, I think also there's the alternative as well, which my alternative is nothing. You kind of feel very, as long as somebody's employing you somewhere in whatever capacity, you think, well, and you're sitting there. I've often sat there and moaned about, drawing whatever I've had to draw, especially in the past, But then you have to sort of stop and say, well, hang on, what else would I rather be doing? Stacking shelves at Sainsbury's? So shut up, stop complaining, just get on with the job.
The point for me was in the late 90s when I worked for Marvel drawing Star Trek, and I got out to the States and we organised a year's worth of mini-series of graphic novels and all this sort of stuff. And I just knew that for once in my life I was comfortable, I knew what I was doing for the rest of the year, it was great. And I get a phone call a week before Christmas telling me that Marvel's fallen out of Paramount, there are no more Star Trek comics. Happy Christmas, mate. As soon as what Charlie was saying there, I suddenly thought, well, okay, do I go back and do I finish my training to become a barrister at that? I thought, no, that's just well, what I do is I like drawing, so I end up finding other ways of using my skills. So these days, I probably only do half the month drawing comics, and half the month I do storyboards, or I do illustration magazines, or I do design stuff. So I mix it with loads of artwork, loads of different types of artwork. Because the thing is, all I enjoy doing is telling stories and pictures. So if I find a way of doing that and feed my family, then all's good.
Excellent. So I think
Here.
4 minutes. Or is that 4 questions?
4 minutes. Or 4 questions if they're a minute each.
What about the answers? I'll know the answers.
Okay. Any other questions? Anyone? No?
Well, after my earth-shattering appearance in the first one, if I can get over there, I'll certainly ask. But I don't know. I honestly don't know if I've got the time to go over there this year. I don't. Thinking about when. I mean, obviously they haven't even announced when they're shooting it yet. So, and the problem is they announce they're shooting it. They don't give you that much notice, and I didn't have much notice to go out there last year. So, and I know I've got a couple of cons in America to do, and I'm kind of hoping that one might tie in with when I go out to the States, so I can sort of tag on a day or so onto the beginning here again in The Walking Dead. So it'd be nice, but I've got to sort of be sensible and rein it in a bit, because otherwise I could easily be away every other weekend, which doesn't do well for my the family or getting the work done. So
Have things changed for you since The Walking Dead TV show? Do you get a lot more attention? Asking for interviews and things, or is it pretty much the same?
I haven't actually, surprisingly, there hasn't changed much on the American side. On the European side, it has. I think it's because obviously Robert's scared to leave America, so I'm the next best thing over in Paris and whatever. So I went to Angoulême last month, and it was the first time. I say this, it was just a few levels up. I was followed around by TV crews, literally followed around by TV crews. There was a moment I was walking. I mean, Delcourt, my French publishers, are perhaps the best publishers I've ever worked with, because they really, really look after you. I mean, they make sure every whim is catered for virtually. But on the downside of that, they arrange for so many interviews, so many signings, so many. My 4 days in Angoulême were just insane. I was absolutely shattered by the end of it. But there was this one moment I was walking, if anyone's been to Angoulême, it's bigger than San Diego, but it takes over this whole small town. And there was a bit where I'm walking amongst between the marquees that they erect in the middle of town. They got these big loudspeakers where they normally blast out music or just somebody talking about whatever it is in French. and I was walking through. I suddenly heard this voice coming out. I thought, that sounds very familiar. It was my voice. It's coming out of these loudspeakers. God, I sort of sloped up into a marquee really quickly. It was just an interview somebody had recorded either the day before or whatever, and then just broadcasting all over the town.
At that point, I put on my dark sunglasses and he walked around like
Could have been a Sky Sports incident, so we still marked down.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just actually mumbling to myself. But yeah, it was. That's when I really noticed it when I go over there. Actually, the States is all kind of because they got Robert. That's who they got.
Okay, well, I think that's come to an end now of our time. Thank you very much for everyone for coming. Thanks to our guests. You've been brilliant. We'll be back here later, 1:45 I think, for the newest panel. Come check it out and check out the podcast on the website, CICECcast.com. Thank you very much.